It's the city of rock and roll, and this place sure is rocking as they await the start of this one. We're here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland, Ohio. To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And off we go from Cleveland. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Levis now off the play fake. He's got the hook up to Cooper. And that is a big hit right after that catch, so the play limited to maybe just a couple yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Like 54, like 54.
The first carry here for Tony Pollard. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Browns will have their work cut out for them on this drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Good. Up, Nelson. What's that?
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Hauled down by Christian Izien. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
First time this game they've looked to him. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Good. Alert, 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 alert. Done.
Baker now from the gun. Finding Judy. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Good.
1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself.
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And what a way to begin the scoring, Brock, as they take it back for the touchdown. The Titans get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Titans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Pistol, pistol, pistol. That's hot.
Off the play fake. Here's Mayfield. That'll be complete to Ford. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Judy there to grab it. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Offense to the line for second down.
Good. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Stays in. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
And he goes out. Just needed one more step to reach midfield. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first. They run it from the gun with Chubb. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
From the gun, Mayfield. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Watch out!
Third down. Here's Mayfield. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Watch out!
1st and 10, it's Mayfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Throwing again is Baker. That's caught. It's Cade Otton. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
Real. Hey, alert 33.
Chubb running out of the gun. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Watch out!
Mayfield now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Run. Good. Pistol. Regular. Watch out!
Now Mayfield. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Bertolet able to knock it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And that one bounces through the end zone for... First and 10 now from the 30.
A zero, short!
He'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Diamond! Here we go. Tracy! Hut!
From the gun, Levis. Finds him on the slant. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 7-3 is our score. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter, and it's Titans football. They're looking down to 3rd and 3.
Yield! 54 readers, what?
Levis from the shotgun. He has the first over the middle, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
That throw finds Okonkwo. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Hey, come on.
On the play fake, it's Levis. Okonkwo brings it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
49. 22 window.
First and 10, it's Pollard. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Into the hands of Okonkwo. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
22 window.
Third and short yardage, Levis. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Daniel Carlson on for this field goal try. Ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
First and 10 now from the 30.
What's up?
And off to Chubb to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that first down marker.
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down, here's Baker. Connection made to Judy. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on first down? And a fresh set of downs on its way. They've got first down from the 31. Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. And that's into the hands of Downs. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Alex Anzalone there on the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 25 on second down. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Point it right. Good.
Mayfield to throw again. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Mayfield on 1st and 10. This throw is cut. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Chubb has the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. Lutz there to tack on the extra point. And the Browns tie things 10-10. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And 2:01 on the clock. This is going to take us inside the 2-minute warning.
Ring 90.
Levis now off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. It's the Titans in a very tough spot on 2nd and long. Trying again following the sack. That's going to be caught. Tony Pollard. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 31-yard play. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
Diamond.
From the gun, they go with Pollard. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That was Martin Emerson with a stop that time. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Short.
Levis now against the blitz. He's got it over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today. Because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Dump off caught by his back. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. You set it down, score him at the 38.
Like 24.
Man in motion here. Levis here on first down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Complete. It's Cooper. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Tennessee calling its second timeout now. 2nd and 3 now.
Like 49. Like 49. On.
Shotgun now for Levis. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Browns get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Real. Run. Up. What's that?
Throwing it just before halftime. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Good.
Moore going to motion over right. This one falls incomplete.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Regular. Hey, alert! What?
Throwing again is Baker. He's got it deep downfield. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Quick pass, right side, complete. That's a Cleveland touchdown. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out. And it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the champ for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown is going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw. But Hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They give to Pollard from the gun. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. From the 37. Has him on the quick hitter. And he runs out of bounds at the opposing 45. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
That one's complete, right side. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
All right, 22, Rita. Tracy.
Right back to Pollard. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short. So that's 3rd, less than a yard.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a groove, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
Levis from the shotgun. Complete beyond the marker. And that'll be enough for the 1st as they touch him down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Running right, here's Pollard. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From the gun, Levis. A quick slant here into the hands of Cooper. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Like 13.
Pollard has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to...
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Titans start the 2nd half with some needed points. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. Point after from Carlson is up and good. And the Titans make it 17-all. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Hey, alert!
They begin the drive with Chubb. He breaks the tackle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Taken in by Dobbs. And they make the tackle at the 38. That's 16 on the pickup. And that gives the Browns a first. New set of downs for them at the 38.
Good. Point it right, point it right, point it. Run, run, run. Pistol, pistol, pistol. Alert, 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 alert. What's that?
First and 10. Here's Mayfield. Cho brings it in. They're working a couple yards past the line. David Ojabo making that tackle.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Good.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Hey, alert 33. What's that?
Baker throwing again. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Titans are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
He has room past the 25. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch and a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. This game's still tied after 3, so we're going to decide things here in the fourth quarter. All set up now for first and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Tracy.
They give on second to Pollard. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up first and goal.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Wall sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's second and goal.
Army!
On the play fake, it's Levis. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
He's got it! And that's a Tennessee touchdown! Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set.
Alert,
First
alert,
and 10.
Alert, alert! Good. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Regular. Dad.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He's throwing deep to the... That's grabbed inside the 30. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Good.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Catch made left side by Judy. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Six. Kings! Run. What's up?
Baker now from the gun. Finding Judy. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. Play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Real. Dad.
Mayfield to throw again. He's got it. The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. Chubb trying to run his way in. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn.
Regular.
2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
And he's across. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns now trail by just a point in the 4th. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Levis now off the play fake. This is Cooper working the left side. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield.
Like 54!
Up the middle, here goes Pollard. Still going past the 40. And he's all the way down to the 36. 16 yards on the play. And the Titans will have a 1st down.
Like 5-4! Odd! Like 5-4! Hey, let's go. Reload. Listen.
Again, a run with Pollard. And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Second and 3 now.
Hey, come on. 40 Rita. 54 Rita.
Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Titans going for the win here. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
49, Mike 49. 20 Rita.
Handoff running right, Pollard. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go. Offense set for a 1st and 10.
Mike 54.
Handoff running left, Pollard. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans have taken the lead late. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. Carlson good on the extra point. And the Titans break that tie and now lead by 7. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Good. Watch out.
Setting up to pass. Cut out left. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Watch out.
He'll look to throw it. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Watch out.
Looking to throw it. That's completed right side. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
Watch out.
Back to throw. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
Watch out.
Here he is to throw. Throw reeled in by Njoku. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Kings, Kings, Kings. Watch out.
1st and 10, it's Mayfield. Hits his target, that's DJ Moore. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped.
Point it right, point it
Browns
right.
fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line.
God.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Intended target there was David Njoku. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
To throw. Complete beyond the marker. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. Pickup of 2 here. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, alert 33. Point it right, point it right, point it right. What's up?
1st down, here's Baker. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Titans make the play that should win them this game.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running the back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
So it's a win on the road for the Titans. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.